Alright, let's try this again now. And see if this is working now. Because I don't know what's going on here. But it should be working. It should be. I just restarted the game, so we'll see if that fixes the problem. And we'll start the game over. All right, I think we're good now. We should be. Good morning. Sorry for that irritation.
Three simple words can get you ready for football. Between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. A great site for a game. Players are set to go. Fans are going to fill it to capacity. It will be intense and electric in Sanford Stadium today. That's
all right,
Dan.
Dan.
Do it here in the studio.
Where the Rick
Don't
bots
worry,
at?
We'll be keeping your finger on the pulse of everything that's going on everywhere else across the country. Right now,
Where my Rick bots at?
And
Ooh, they finna catch this whooping.
And Kirk Street are on the call.
It's gonna be ugly too.
Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia.
I'm gonna try to humiliate
Difficult for players
the Hurricanes. I'm talking about a beatdown
and the sunshine
of
on the faces
epic
of players,
proportions.
although both teams face the sun during the game. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner is Kirk Street. Aaron Andrews will join us on the sideline.
What's up, Hydra? Isaiah? Kirby Smart is in the house. What's up, Kirby?
Zero calories. Enjoy everything.
J-Dogs, what's up, buddy? Banks, Ryan.
And the Georgia Bulldogs.
Two Ryans. Ryan Bitt and Ryan Mears. So, Georgia fan Ryan and Florida fan Ryan. Mark Richter, Kansas. Mark Richt. I mean, come on. Kansas is terrible. Terrible. All right, let's do it.
We'll see how these two teams play.
Come on, Wild Thing. How about a touchback one time? They said you can't kick a touchback, Wild Thing. Sure. They might be right. I don't know.
He'll return it from the one.
The man deserves a Scully, though. The man still deserves a Scully. Hydra Raging Rob. Good morning, sir.
Rivalry is the essence of the sport, and cutting the other guy's guts out, figuratively, of course, makes it all the more pleasurable.
Kirby Smart says we're going 12-0. Hey, you're the coach, sir. I take your word for it, buddy. A-Bomb got flagged down again? I don't get it.
For Miami, Kirk take his inside the
So stupid, flagging these videos.
What they like to do is
I've been lucky on YouTube. I got a Facebook account flagged down though. My original Facebook account that I had since I think it was 2006 or something when I first got on Facebook. Never had a problem for 10 years, and then Mark Richt gets fired, and people started reporting my Facebook page like hundreds of times a day, and Facebook finally shut it down. But I've never had a problem on YouTube, thank God. Not yet, anyway. Get him, light him up.
from their own 24-yard line. Third down.
All right, 3rd and 10. Come on, doggies. Let's get a sack here. Yes, yes. 3 and out. That's that defense, son. Trent Thompson, get him.
The defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play.
All right, let's see if we can't get a little punt return here. I have had no luck all year in this game on punt returns. I don't think it's Mecole Hardman's fault. Now, earlier in the year it was. Remember, we had one game where he fumbled like 3 times in a row or something, but he hasn't fumbled since then. But I think maybe I just suck at punt returns. Miko can catch a pass, though. Big 12 is trash. What's up, buddy? Hey, James, what's going on? Nick, I agree. Miami is a joke. The SEC East standings in the game are bad, bad, bad news for us. We're 9-1 right now. This is the next to the last game. We play Georgia Tech after this. We're 9-1, but our only loss is to South Carolina. And they're also 9-1. So South Carolina's going to win the East. Nice move. So we're not making the SEC championship game. So beating the brakes off of Miami and then Georgia Tech will have to be good enough.
From the 36-yard line, it's 1st down.
If Nick Chubb is back to 100% like he was the first half of 2015, the guy is going to have a monster year, no doubt. I decided to go for a touchdown there. Hey, Allison, what's up?
Though he didn't make the catch like one.
Second and 10. Ball on the 36.
Lingard is not better than Zamir White. Now, Lingard is really good. He's kind of small. I think he's about 180, memory serves. But he is good. I mean, I'm not going to put the guy down. He is really good. But I don't think you'll find anybody outside of a Miami Hurricanes fan who would say that Lingard is better than Zamir White. Zeus is one of the best high school prospects in a long, long time at the running back position. FSU versus Bama score prediction, Banks wants to know. I think Bama wins. I don't think it'll be a close game. I don't think it'll be like the Southern Cal game last year, which was whatever 53-6 or whatever it was, but I can see Bama winning by a couple of touchdowns. I don't think if you're an Alabama fan, I don't think you're going to be nervous in the 4th quarter. Nice catch, Miko.
Right around the 6-yard line.
That was all athleticism right there, folks. There's no way he should have caught that pass, but somehow he got into the air and brought it down for the big gainer.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
Ryan says Bama wins 42-21. That's definitely possible. I'm not sure it'll be quite that much, but here's what I will say. If someone wins that game by 21 points, it will be Bama, not Florida State. If it's going to be a blowout, then Bama will be the one that wins. I mean, Bama's not getting blown out. But I can see Bama winning by a couple of touchdowns. Yeah, hopefully South Carolina will lose the SEC championship game. We'll see. I mean, Zamir's the #1 ranked running back, and Lingard is ranked, what, the #2 or 3 ranked running back. I mean, so you never know with these recruits. I mean, Lingard could end up having a better college career than Zamir. I mean, you never know. They're both really, really good. I think Lingard is built more for the ACC than he is the SEC, unless he's planning on gaining about 25 pounds before he starts playing, because 180 as a running back is dangerous in the SEC.
They'll start at the 25.
Tomahawk says FSU's defense has underachieved since Pruitt left. Pruitt's the best defensive coordinator in football, in my opinion.
Handoff to the right.
I would love to have kept him at Georgia. I'm not sure how good of a person he is or whatever. He has a hard time getting along with people and all that, but when it comes to just coaching up a defense, I'll take Jeremy Pruitt all day long. The guy knows what he's doing. Nice. Ryan Reedley says, do you think Jimbo Fisher could be successful in the SEC? Depends on what school he went to and what your definition of success is. I mean, he's not Nick Saban. So, I mean, I think Jimbo Fisher is a pretty good coach. I don't like Jimbo Fisher. I think he's a little on the dirty side, and I'm not necessarily saying he's cheating or breaking NCAA rules or anything like that, but I pick it off. Yes, nice play, Dom. Dom Sanders with the pick. And then he fumbled, but we got it. I didn't like the way Jimbo Fisher handled himself his first few years at Florida State with Jameis Winston, and not just Jameis Winston. He had several players on that team who had some serious problems and issues, and I didn't like the way Jimbo Fisher handled it, just in general. I mean, they had a guy on their team that was arrested, had 9 felony charges. Every single one of them was reduced to a misdemeanor. I find that a little suspicious. You know, I think the guy was suspended for 1 half or 1 game or something like that for 9 felony charges. I don't know. I don't really like him, but he is a pretty good coach.
So after the review, they reversed the call on the field.
Isaiah wants to know what I think about Auburn possibly going to the East. If they ever do any sort of realignment, Auburn would be the team that moved. I don't see that happening anytime in the next. If that's going to happen, I think it would be when this current TV deal is up and they start looking at expanding the playoff and making some. I mean, the Big 12, there's a lot of things that could be happening. The Big 12 could be going away. Could be going to 4 super conferences of 16 to 20 teams each. SEC could take on an additional 4, 5, or 6 teams. If that were to ever happen, and they needed somebody to move from the West to the East, then yeah, I could see that team being Auburn. But I don't think that's anything that's happening in the next 3 or 4 years. They would have to figure out a way, if they were going to do that, to allow Bama to continue to play Tennessee every year. The problem is, if you move Auburn to the East, you have your one team from the opposite division that you play every year. Well, if you move Auburn to the East, obviously they're going to want to play Alabama every year. Well, Alabama plays Tennessee every year now, and they've been doing that for years and years. So they'd have to figure out a way around that. Not that it can't be done.
They need about 3 yards to get.
Brian says, Lou, you going to miss Vern Lundquist on CBS games? Not only no, but hell no. I never liked Vern to start with. I mean, not even 10 years ago when he was lucent and knew what was going on. But, I mean, the last 4 or 5 years, the guy, I mean, he mispronounces simple names. You know, it'll be first down, and he'll say third down. And not just once or twice, I mean, just constantly. I mean, it's just been beyond obvious that the guy should have been retired 4, 5, 6 years ago. It's got nothing to do with me thinking he hates Georgia or anything like that. Every fan, no matter what team you're a fan of, you always think the announcers hate your team. ESPN hates your team. I'm not. That's not why I hate Vern. The guy just didn't know what the hell he was doing the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, it was obvious.
Oh, we had a pitcher's duel in that low score.
Seth Plays wants to know how General Baltar's been doing. He's been doing pretty good. He made a brief appearance in a video the other day. The video I made about Tennessee being the June national recruiting champions of the world. He made a brief appearance in there, but he's doing all right. And what'd y'all think about Natty Back Steve the other day? It's been a while since we saw him, too. He made an appearance for you on 4th of July. Of course, that had to be just a quick appearance. Natty Back Steve, this is his busiest time of year, July 4th weekend. You know, he owns a roadside fireworks stand outside of Gainesville, Florida. So this is his busy time of year. So, oh, no, Eason.
And that was just an outstanding pick.
Bad decision there.
High point the ball, but the quarterback wasn't in rhythm on the throw.
Wyatt wants to know what Georgia's records are going to be. Right now, I'm sitting at 10-2 for UGA. Baylor to Conference USA. Yeah, I mean, if the Big 12 goes away, I think obviously Oklahoma and Oklahoma State will land somewhere. Texas could land somewhere if they wanted to, but I have a feeling they may go the independent route like Notre Dame. And the rest of those teams, God only knows where they'll end up.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 19.
You don't like Gary either, huh?
Looks to pass.
I hear you. Nice. D'Angelo Gibbs with the pick. Nice. Nice.
He seemed a little hesitant on that throw, and that left the defender time to break.
Yeah, this is just the updated Georgia roster, Jamie. I have to check. I think the rosters are out for all the teams for me to download. I'll have to check on that. When I started this season, the rosters weren't out, so I just made I made UGA's roster myself when I started this season. So when this season is over, I'll check and see if I can't get the downloaded rosters for all the teams and then play another season.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Isaiah asking about my 4th of July. It was good. I actually went to my parents' house. We all did. Went to my parents' house. Big cookout, barbecue, swimming, the whole deal. So yeah, we had a good time. And Easton throws another interception.
There, I don't think the quarterback even saw him. The defender went up into the air and made a great catch.
Kirby Smart, no Hail Mary. It won't come down to a Hail Mary this year, Kirby. I have faith, brother. I think we're going to put the whooping on them this year. I just have a feeling.
Ball on the 20.
Jake Bentley is going to SEC Media Days. No one cares.
Backward pass at the fumble.
I really thought the defense had a chance to get their hands on it, but the ball went out of bounds first. That's got to be disappointing.
2nd and 13. Ball on the 17.
All right, doggies. Now that guy's wide open now. Get him.
Brought down around the 40-yard line.
That's just how they drew it up. When I talked to this coach earlier in the week, he thought he could take advantage of zone coverage by attacking the perimeter.
Yeah, Kirby Smart is the coach in the game, Kirby. So I'm playing as you, Kirby. Wyatt says, why are you playing Miami? I changed the schedule. I took out all the non-conference games and changed them around. So the conference schedule was the same, but like instead of playing whatever crappy non-conference teams it had scheduled for me, I played Ohio State. This is Miami now that I'm playing. I believe I played Clemson. I think those were the 3 that I added: Ohio State, Clemson, and Miami. Ryan Conway, Carolina fan, is on the Jake Bentley train. I mean, I don't blame you. He's the best quarterback you've had since Connor Shaw, but, you know, you have a ceiling, and that ceiling is about 7 wins. So no one's that concerned about you. I promise.
He airs it out. And he went way
Malcolm Parrish. Everybody's getting an interception this game. You get an interception. You get an interception. You get an interception. It's like the Oprah show. Interceptions for everybody. You have to play in Athens this year, Ryan. I mean, it's just bad news for you, buddy. Last time you came to Athens, we hung half 100 on you. Wouldn't surprise UNCLELOU at all to see something similar to that.
Georgia up 7 points.
Notre Dame, you're right. I did. I played Notre Dame too, so you're right. Ah, I couldn't get to the corner. You're right, Ryan. I did play Notre Dame. I'm not sure who's number one. Last time I checked, which was a couple of weeks ago, as far as the game goes, Oregon was number one. So we'll check after this game at the standings, and we'll look at all the standings and the BCS standings and the conference standings and all that. We'll take a look at it.
He's looking to pass.
Oh my God! Eason has thrown 3 interceptions in a row. That's it. That's it. 3 1/2 is the limit, buddy. Time for Jake from State Farm. See what you can do, Jake.
First down, and they are very close to tying this thing up.
Get him.
It's out to about the 6-yard line.
Lou Jr.'s good. He's spending the night at his grandparents tonight.
Second down and goal. 6 yards to the end zone. End zone picked off.
Dominic Sanders with another interception. This is just nothing but interceptions here. Yeah, it's Frome time, but it actually might be Nick Chubb time. Scared to throw the ball.
From their own 20-yard line.
I've put Lou in a few times during the season, usually towards the end of the game in blowouts.
They'll give it off here.
He hadn't done too bad.
As he works the left for a nice gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up.
Jake from Dumb Farm. Who is your team? Stacer? Who are you a fan of?
He gets another carry. Gains his way to the 36-yard line.
He gets another.
Yeah, I think each team has 3 interceptions or something. I think Georgia will beat Alabama this year. We won't be favored. I mean, we'll have to see. That would be the only way we play them would be the SEC championship game, and who knows what can happen between then and now. That's a long way away. So. Well, luckily the defender dropped that one, or it would have been another interception.
Check out what's going on in Atlanta. And for Georgia Tech,
Anthony says, "What game scares you the most next year?" A lot of people are high on. Look, Duke's beating Georgia Tech. A lot of people are high on Auburn this year. I have to wait and see how Jarrett Stidbaloni's going to do. I can't just take Auburn fan word for it, because they've been saying every quarterback they've had the last 5 years is going to win the Heisman, and they've been complete garbage. So I don't know. We'll see. But we have to play them there. So if Stidbaloni is good, I mean, we know their running backs are good with Cam Petaway. If Stidbaloni is good, they could be tough, but I just don't believe it until I see it.
That's a great tackle at the 45.
Oh, Georgia Tech. Oh, bless. God bless. You're not as dumb as who? Me? You might be. I don't know. Uh-oh.
He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And they bring him down at the 24-yard line.
Mark Richt's biggest win ever. One of his SEC championship game. Both of his SEC championship wins were big. Sugar Bowls are big wins. No. Did I think Florida would beat Bama last year? No. No. No.
1st and 10 following that big run. 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 1 He's taken down at the 23.
Kansas. At least he's not a Kansas fan. Ryan, what are you talking about? You got beat by like 60 points by your in-state rival last year.
Here's the 8th play.
Clemson, you've got no chance against Clemson. You already know that.
He's tackled at the 20. Once again, they'll come to the line trying to convert.
Oh, God. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. Damn, 4 seconds left. See, y'all get me talking and messing around with y'all. Let's see if we can just score a touchdown here. Hell with it. I ain't kicking no field goal.
So they're
Hell with it.
in the red zone where they threw a pick on their last visit.
That seems about right, actually, that we end a half on an interception. The Hype Brother says Kansas or Mark Richt. Oh, God, I'll go with Mark Richt there. But, you know, Kansas is Kansas, though.
So at the end of the half, Georgia in front, 7-0.
Seth says, how do you think Tennessee will do this year? 7-5. Did Clemson win the Natty the year before when they beat you too? Ask him for a friend.
Let's find out if these defenses can match what they did in the first half. Points are at a premium right now in this one. He'll return it from the 6. He's pushed out of bounds around the 24.
I'm about to just quit throwing the ball. I mean, this is just flat out sad.
They'll start at the 24.
Balls aren't. I don't understand how anybody in their right mind, even a Tennessee fan, thinks Tennessee is going to be better this year than they were last year. I don't understand that. You lost the best running back you've ever had, Jalen Hurd. You lost his backup, Alvin Kamara. You lost Josh Dobbs, who single-handedly won you a couple of those games last year. You lost your best 3 or 4 players on defense. You gave up more points last year than you've ever given up. But you kept your defensive coordinator. Well, you scored the most points you've ever scored, but you got rid of your offensive coordinator. And on top of all those things, you kept Butch Jones. So I just, it's delusion beyond belief, even for a Tennessee fan, to try to say that Tennessee is going to have a better record this year than they had last year. Your schedule is harder this year. For one, you're not winning at LSU. You're not beating Alabama. You're not winning at Florida. You're not beating Georgia. That's 4 losses. I'm not lying. If Tennessee loses to Georgia Tech week 1, they might not make a bowl game. They might go 5-7 instead of 7-5. I mean, just let reality sink in, Valtard. I don't care if you're playing LSU on the moon. You're not beating them. You're not beating LSU. You're not beating Bama. You're not beating Florida. You're not beating Georgia. Butch Jones has never beat Will Muschamp, so you're losing to South Carolina. Vandy put up 70 points and 1,000 yards on you last year. You're probably not beating them. I mean, 10 wins. I mean, that's. just completely retarded, sir. I mean, with all due respect.
First down. Georgia up 7 points. Throwing right. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds. That'll move the chains for another Georgia. First down.
Georgia will be 10-2. Banks says Ed Orgeron can't coach. We'll see. He's never had talent like he's going to have this year, that's for sure. He didn't have it when he was at Ole Miss, so we'll see. They played pretty good last year after they got rid of Les Miles and went with Ed Orgeron, so we'll see.
He's on the run. He makes his way out to about the 12. That'll make it 2nd and inches. It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker.
All right, come on, Jake.
Oh,
we run it again, I think.
When they were backed into their own red zone last
come on, Sony. All right, 1st and goal. We're going to put this in the end zone. I'm not even taking a chance in passing it for my 9th interception. I'm just going to let Chubb and Sony do work here.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
Tennessee. Talking about Butch Jones getting fired in the comments. I think Tennessee would have to miss a bowl game for them to fire Butch Jones. I really don't think Tennessee's in the mood for another coaching search, unless they may already be looking. I don't know. For all I know, they've already talked to Chip Kelly. I mean, I personally hope they keep him forever, Butch Jones. Isaiah wants to know if Kentucky will beat Florida this year. They need to. Kentucky has got to find a way to beat Florida. What is it, 32, 33 years in a row, something like that. They beat Kentucky. I mean, if Kentucky ever wants to take the next step, they got to find a way to beat Florida. I don't know if that'll happen this year, but, I mean, that needs to be your goal if you're a Kentucky fan. Worst conference is the Big 12. Big 12 is trash, wants to know which is the worst conference. Well, your name says it all. It's the Big 12.
He hits a booming kick.
Yeah, Duke's beating the bejesus out of
And he's taken down at the
a circus show at Georgia Tech.
There's got to be some sense of urgency.
Kentucky beat Florida 3 or 4 years ago in the swamp. Okay, so you're 1-34 in the last 35 years. You got to do better than that.
Tackle made at about the 25-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 9.
If Florida's defense has any kind of a drop-off now that a lot of Muschamps players are gone, then Florida and Jim McElwain could be in some trouble too. I'm not saying they will. I don't know. I gotta watch Florida the first couple of games and see. But I mean, it's no secret Florida's been winning with defense. Their offense is terrible. I mean, Florida's offense was worse than Georgia's last year, and that was one of the worst offenses Georgia's had this century. But we still averaged more points per game than Florida did. But we didn't have quite as good of a defense as Florida did either. But Florida's offense has just been non-existent under Jim McElwain, and he's supposed to be an offensive coach. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Somebody says Mountain West is worse than Big 12. I don't include those. Somebody asked about the conferences. I just talk about the Power 5. I'm not getting into the MAC and the WAC and the AAC and the Mountain West and all that. Uncle Lou, do you like Miami? No, I don't. I mean, I don't hate them for any reason, but I'm not a fan.
From their own 41-yard line, it's first down.
Ryan, of course, says South Carolina will beat Florida. He's the only one that actually believes that.
So the halfback loses about 2 on the run.
Ryan says, did you hear about Robert Beal and Devontae Wyatt? Yeah, they're got some issues there. I don't think either one of those 2 players would have had that big of an impact on this season, if any impact at all. But I do hope they can get that situation resolved, get themselves enrolled.
What a catch.
No first down for you.
The 50-yard line. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
It's third down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Listen to this place.
Get him. Yes. Nice play. Who was that? Ledbetter or Trent Thompson? What's up, KPW dog?
Well, this turned out to
Yeah,
be a pretty good
grades.
ball game, and we've got 1 quarter to go. 13-0.
Isaiah says, you think Deshaun Watson will be good in the pros? I do. And I like where he landed, too. Houston's not a I mean, they're not a terrible team. It's not like they're the Cleveland Browns. I mean, they're a pretty good team with a pretty good defense. So I think Deshaun Watson actually has a chance to do pretty well there.
They're going to try to go for it.
I was surprised he fell as far as he did in the draft.
It's on the ground.
Nice. Pick it up and run with it now. Oh, knee was down.
Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
All right, KP, I got you, buddy.
Going on in the top 25. Let's take yet
Dawkins fan
another
1020.
peek at
What's
this
going
game.
on, dude?
The Bearcats keep pounding away on the ground, and they
Nick
find
says,
a
yeah,
hitter.
but South Carolina can't
The
beat the Citadel, though.
Bearcats lead 20-17.
They were like the 6th best team in South Carolina that year. You know how sad that is? I mean, that's super sad. Watch me throw this interception right here. Watch this. Interception on deck.
Looking to throw.
Look at that. Throw it right into double coverage. There it is. I even called it.
It's the junior safety. And he hits
Jesus,
it hard at the
son.
22-yard line. And for
These
Bush,
interceptions
he
are
comes up big.
ridiculous.
That's his 2nd interception of the day.
This quarterback better be more aware of the safety and coverage.
Mitch Trubisky,
When he's around, he just can't
I
try to
mean,
force the ball in there.
he's the prototypical NFL quarterback. I mean, he's tall, he's accurate. You know, he's got all the physical tools and abilities that the NFL looks for. It almost didn't matter what type of career he had in college. You know, the same could be said for Jacob Eason, too. You know, I tell people this all the time, and they laugh at me. But I tell people all the time, I said, the NFL would draft Jacob Eason tomorrow if they could. And people laugh at me. Oh, he didn't do crap last year. That's not what I'm saying. Look at the guy. He's 6'6", 245 pounds, has one of the top 5 arms on planet Earth. The guy's going to get drafted high in the NFL draft. I don't care if he never wins another game at UGA. It wouldn't surprise me at all for Easton to get to be the first quarterback taken when he comes out. The NFL just falls in love with those body types. I mean, there's just Jacob Eason. He's 6'6", 250. Like I said, a top 5 arm. There's not 5 people alive that have the arm Jacob Eason has. So the guy's getting drafted. How much you hate him, it's not going to change that. Lou Jr., we know you like cookies, dude.
So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4. Everybody on their feet.
Oh my God! If South Carolina went 5-7 and actually accepted a bowl bid and lost, how embarrassing would that be? Because they would be playing somebody like, I mean, they would be playing someone you never heard of before. Like, you know, it would definitely be like a December 15th bowl. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 11. 4th and short. What should I do? They're gonna go for it if I do that. I'm gonna accept it.
They'll line up for another 3rd down.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if they went 5 and 7. Accepted a bowl bid because there wasn't enough 6-win teams and still lost. Lou Jr. says, "When will you start the draft?" That's for fantasy football, Lou Jr. That's about a month away before we do that.
From their own 21-yard line, 3rd down.
Yeah, Ryan wants a season record prediction type video for each team. Yeah, that's coming. Damn it. Oh God, there goes a shutout. Yeah, I'm working on a prediction video now. I'm gonna be out of town here. What's today? Thursday. I'll be out of town all next week from like Sunday to or Monday through the following Sunday. And then when I come back, I'm gonna get serious with the football. We'll have media days, SEC media days to talk about, and I'm gonna do a series of prediction videos. I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm gonna do it. I may do like an SEC East video where I talk about all the teams in the East, then do an SEC West where I talk about all the teams in the West. Or I may split it up some more and do maybe 2 or 3 teams. It just depends how long the videos are. I don't like to make 15 and 20-minute videos like that because people just don't watch them. I try to keep the videos under 10 minutes, closer to 5 or 6 minutes, really. But once I get back from that vacation next week, it's really time to get serious with the football. I mean, football is only 6 weeks away. I mean, let's just get real, right?
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're 1 play away.
Ryan says he's visiting UGA soon. Sounds like a good idea, sir. Yeah, South Carolina's got a decent wide receiver. Is it Debo Samuel? Is that who it is? Sky Moore is good. They've got 3 good players: Sky Moore, Debo Samuel, and Jake Bentley. Titans will make the Super Bowl. Wow.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to
Banks, just something serious, dude. Yeah, tell me how you. Isaiah's asking about the "Tell Me How You Feel" show. I was mentioning that earlier. I'm going to start that back up too. Probably that first week that I'm back from vacation. I'm going to do it just 1 day a week, and we'll see how it goes. I'll try to decide on a day and time. Keep in mind, I can't please everybody. So if I say I'm going to do it at 3 in the afternoon, there'll be people that want me to do it at 9 o'clock at night. If I say I'm going to do it at 9 o'clock at night, there'll be people that want me to do it at 1 in the afternoon. So, I mean, I'm flexible. You know, I want to do it when the most of y'all can watch or whatever, but it's impossible for me to make everybody happy. So I'll pick a time and do it. I may change it. I may change it around a little bit. We'll see. We'll get it worked out though.
They're about 4 yards away here.
Hype Brother says Kansas or Derek Dooley. Ooh. You know what? Give me Derek Dooley. He's at least a good assistant now in the NFL.
6-yard line.
Austin says Titans are a legit team this year, Lou. Well, wake me up when they make the playoffs then, I guess.
Miami's going to take their first time out of the hat.
Lou Jr. says, are you excited for the beach, Lou? You know I am, sir. Are you excited for the beach, Lou Jr.?
Ball on the 46.
Do it on a Thursday, please. I can probably arrange that. The thing is, it will probably be during the day, though, that call-in show, and not at night. And the reason for that is I also do a Facebook show once a week, and that is at night. So I will probably do the call-in, the YouTube call-in show during the day.
He's at the 30. Tackle at the 24-yard line. The Hurricanes, they're going to have to call their third.
Banks says Rex Ryan or Kansas? Rex Ryan.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs, and they're executing well. But the defense.
DJ says, I'm a Gator fan. Be mad if I called in talking. No, that's the whole point. That's what I want.
Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up.
And when I did it before, I mean, I had a few that did that. You know, also, you know, but I mean, I don't mind who calls it. I had a lot of Georgia fans call in that just wanted to talk Georgia football. I had fans of other teams call in that weren't necessarily mad, that just wanted to talk about their team or whatever. And I had people call in that felt a certain type of way about Uncle Lou and wanted to get it off their chest, and that's, you know, that's fine too. So, whatever. I mean, there's not really any rules. No, Easton's not hurt. I took him out because he threw 3 interceptions in the first half, and I put Jake Fromm in.
It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Banks says Mariota broke his leg. Think about that, though. There's a reason. He's not the biggest guy. You know, he's a runaround type quarterback. Those don't typically last long.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on third down, too. That's when you don't want those kind
Eagles
of
fan 58 is trolling hard. Sleet is the best UGA and Yellow Jackets fan. Wow.
We've got 3rd and 12.
Yeah.
Ball on the 26.
Exactly 0 people on planet Earth believe that, sir. Ooh, that was almost intercepted too, wasn't it? Small and Nappy's back. What's up, dude? Pac-12 is the greatest, except that they're not. So, Pac-12 has some good girls softball teams, though.
It's 4th down, so they're going to go for it here. Just over a minute in the 4th quarter.
Making those Sleeta videos, that was some of the most fun I've ever had on YouTube, was making those Sleeta videos.
It's almost picked off.
Mariota does have a great arm, but he's undersized. He runs around too much, and he comes. I mean I don't know. I'm just not sold on Mariota.
Well, I think they're anxious to get back out on the field. Last time out, they drove right.
Uncle Lou, who's worse, Kansas or Jim McElwain? Kansas, way worse.
Drops to throw on first down.
Get him! Oh my God, really?
And that just might do it.
I think that's his 3rd or 4th interception this game. Dominic Sanders, that is. Dominic Sanders has, I think, 3 or 4 interceptions this game.
Just a minute remains in this football game.
Banks is trolling hard. He doesn't even think Georgia. I think Georgia has like the 2nd or 3rd longest active bowl streak in America. So, yeah, they're definitely making a bowl game. I promise you that.
Plays it out there. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Number 4 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 38.
Banks says Mariota hardly runs anymore. How'd he break his leg?
And he's going to come up with a sack.
With the quarterback sack. Called a loss of 9 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
John Turner says Winston or Mariota. I'll take, as far as NFL, if I'm starting a team and I have to pick one of those two, give me Jameis Winston. Russell Wilson's a lot smarter than Marcus Mariota and has a much better team around him. So don't give me that.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 29.
DG says, Uncle Lou, have you ever been to the cocktail party? Yes, I have.
Georgia is up by 6. He drops back. Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked.
Bruce Stuckey, a corner route would be very effective here. Yeah, the problem is I'm not very good at this game, Bruce. I really just play the game to give y'all something to look at besides me while I run my mouth.
A little toss across the middle. He's at the 20.
Look at Miami about to win the game at the very end here. Let me pay attention, because if they score and make an extra point, they win.
Came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
And he stops the clock with a spike.
This is getting serious now. Who's better, Matt Stafford or Aaron Rodgers? I'd have to say Aaron Rodgers right now. But Matt Stafford is a top 10 NFL quarterback. I mean, Matt Stafford's a good quarterback.
Drops back to pass.
Nice. All right, third down. We got 2 more plays. We got to hold them.
Now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Third and goal, and they can already taste the lead.
Quit comparing Marcus Mariota to a Super Bowl quarterback. Marcus Mariota is not Russell Wilson, so stop that. You're embarrassing yourself.
Back to pass.
Well, I love the toughness here by this quarterback. Sitting in until the last second.
This is getting serious here. 4th and goal, 6 seconds to go. Football Jesus needs a touchdown and an extra point. Beat my dogs.
It's 4th and goal. They're on the 9-yard line, and I'd probably be expecting a pass to the end zone here. For the game.
No!
When the first down marker is that far
Oh my God, he was open. Did you see that? He was open. I thought he was going to catch. Almost had a damn heart attack here. But he didn't get it, so guess what? Woo! The GOAT wins again. Congratulations, Uncle Lou here. You just finished an ESPN Instant Classic. Well, thank you, EA Sports. I wouldn't have traded up like that to draft Trubisky, Jared. I mean, I know the Bears needed a quarterback, but that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I'll play one more. That means I gotta go through this recruiting real quick, though. I'll do it quick, though. Kansas or Cleveland Browns? Cleveland Browns all day long. Small and nappy, still mad. I wouldn't expect anything less. Grant F is mad too. He's a Tennessee fan. I'd probably be pretty angry too if I was a Tennessee fan. It's been 10 years since I won the East, 20 years since I won the SEC, 27 years since I won the Sugar Bowl. If I'm a Tennessee fan, I'm 3-18 in the last 7 years against my biggest 3 rivals, Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. I've had more coaches than I've had wins against UGA in the last 10 years. So, yeah, if I was a Tennessee fan, I'd be pretty pissed off too. Grant wants to know when was Georgia's last natty. Last century, same as yours, sir. Mike Hawk wants me to do the camel toes impersonation. Oh, hey, yeah, oh, hey, hey, guys. Michigan could struggle this year. A lot of people are high on Michigan. Think they're going to beat the brakes off of Florida, but Michigan lose 18 starters. And I know they've been recruiting good under Harbaugh, but it's hard to replace 18 starters in 1 year. Jared wants to know. No, Jared, delete that comment. Vanderbilt is not winning a natty, sir. Come on. And look, you know, I've been nice to Vanderbilt and said a lot of good things about Vanderbilt. So come on, but they're not winning a natty. Grant F is the maddest person in the comment section. Anybody want to see if they can beat Grant F and become even madder? Bruce says Vikings or Gamecocks. Vikings all day long. Minnesota Vikings? What kind of a question is that? Can Kentucky scratch Florida's? No. I don't think so. That should be the goal for Kentucky though. Next 100 years, no way to know that. So, but not in the next 15, no. UGA is definitely winning a natty before Tennessee wins one. Tennessee can't even win their division. Most of the Tennessee fans, in fact, probably all of the Tennessee fans, most of them for sure, in the comment section right now, weren't even alive the last time Tennessee won the SEC. So I don't even know why Tennessee fans talk about natties. I really don't. What's up, Joe? Joe, I was at Hooters this past weekend, man. Where were you? You let me down, Joe. You broke my heart, Joe. You broke my heart. I took Lou Jr. up there. You were nowhere to be found, sir. Vanderbilt will beat Tennessee, South Carolina, Missouri, Kentucky, and Florida. Wow. Okay. Grant F. Uncle Lou, I am a life champion and proud. Well, you know what? You be proud, sir. Vandy can make a bowl game this year, sure. Of course. I think Vandy will make a bowl game this year. Chris says, is this Xbox One? No, you can't get this game on Xbox One. This is 360. Oh, Joe, is that what it is? You switched from Hooters to Twin Peaks and then somebody burned your spot down, bro. I couldn't even believe that when I seen that on the news. BVD, what's up, buddy? Y'all all go subscribe to BVD and Joe, if y'all aren't already. Did somebody really just tell BVD to go brush his gums? Y'all be nice to BVD. That's my buddy. Hey, Darius, what's going on? Ryan says, when I visit UGA, what should I check out there? Well, of course, the stadium. You go by the bridge on the one end of the stadium. You can see down into the stadium. It's a good place to take pictures. The bookstore's right there. Find the arch. Downtown area is real nice. You know, Athens is a small town. I don't know if you live in Columbia. I know you're a Carolina fan. Doesn't mean you live in Columbia, but you're probably familiar with Columbia. Columbia is a big city compared to Athens, but Athens has a nice little downtown area. Athens is a nice campus. I'm not just saying that. Athens is a nice campus. I like campuses that are in small towns as opposed to bigger cities. Carolina's right in the middle of downtown Columbia. Moonman, do you think UGA is capable of beating everybody on their schedule? I don't think they'll be favored against everybody. There'll probably be at least 3 games, I would say, right now that we would be the underdog in. But, I mean, yeah, I think UGA has the potential to beat everybody on their schedule. That doesn't mean we'll go undefeated. It's very hard to go undefeated. Even Alabama, as good as they've been the last 10 years, how many undefeated seasons do they have? One or two. I mean, it's very hard to go undefeated. Clemson last year didn't go undefeated. It's very hard to go undefeated. BVD says Athens is legit. Tuscaloosa is the second best. I've been to Tuscaloosa, and it is nice. Kind of sucked, though. When I went to Tuscaloosa, I was only able to be there for a day, and it rained. So I didn't get to do as much walking around as I would have wanted to. But what I did get to see of it was nice. The thing I don't like about South Carolina is, like, because it's in downtown, it's so spread out. Like, you can't walk to the stadium from South Carolina campus. I mean, I guess in theory you could, but God only knows how you'd get there and how long it would take you. But all right, I'm going to play another game. We got Georgia Tech's the last game of the regular season. But I got to go do something real quick. So, BVD, entertain these people in the comments. Did you miss me or no? Oh, signed a few players. All right, what the hell y'all arguing about in here? Jarrett Stibbaloney? Yeah, Jarrett Stibbaloney's not feeling good. So. It's just the reality of the situation. Nicholas says, wow, nice username. Big 12 is trash. You're funny. Well, it's an accurate username. I mean, we can at least agree on that. Georgia Tech's 8-3. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, the nerds are going down hard. Trump versus CNN. We better avoid that topic. Wow, small nappy, something we actually agree on. Jim Harbaugh is a complete joke. I couldn't agree more. The Height Brothers, Lou, what is your real name?
Bulldogs and Yellow
Lou
Jackets.
is my
Never
real
the twain
name.
shall meet, or at least when they do,
If
they'll
you want to know my
probably
real
go in a
name, you
fight.
can find me on
Each
Facebook. It's
side
not
has
hard to
utter
find.
disdain for every
If you have a
wretched
Facebook
breath the
account,
other
go to
one sucks
Facebook,
into their
search for
breathing
Uncle
lungs.
Lou. You will
Time for some
find
clean, old-fashioned hate.
the real
Time
me.
for ESPN's college football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit will be on the call. Brad, take it away.
Somebody said something about Tennessee and Georgia Tech. Austin, Bryson, BBD, y'all better whoop Georgia Tech. I think Tennessee will win that game. I think Georgia Tech would have a better chance if that game was played in the middle of the year, but Tennessee's got all summer to figure out that circus crap option they run. And that's an advantage that Georgia Tech has week to week during the season, is that teams don't have a lot of time to prepare for that. You don't play any other team that runs that type of offense, so you don't spend a lot of time on it unless you play them week one or in a bowl game. So I think that gives Tennessee an advantage in that game.
Gets ready to take their first crack at it. Pitch left.
Get off me.
Nice run to the outside, and they pick up a good 7 yards.
Moonman says, Lou, who did you vote for? During the primaries, I voted in the Republican primary, and I voted for John Kasich. And in the election, I wrote in John Kasich because I didn't like any of the three that were on there. Normally, in a situation like that with Trump and Hillary, I would vote third party. But that idiot that was running for the third, I mean, the guy didn't even know what Aleppo, Syria was. I mean, you can't take a politician seriously in 2016 who doesn't even know what or where Aleppo is.
From their own 36-yard line, it's first down. The halfback with a carry. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
All right, 7 yards on first down. Chubb's off to a good start today.
Second down, 3 yards to go.
Small Nappy says, Lou, do you think Auburn will make it to the playoff? They have a chance.
Hands it off.
I mean, I hate Auburn,
So the halfback gets
Here's the deal. If Jarrett Stidbaloney is the real deal, then I think Auburn has a chance to have a really good year. The problem is I've just heard for too many years in a row now that Auburn's quarterback is going to win the Heisman, and then he's not only is he not Heisman worthy, he's just absolutely terrible. Ooh, that was a good catch. So I've got to see it with my own eyes. We'll find out week 2. They play at Clemson. If they win that game and Stidbaloney, whatever his name is playing good, then they could have a chance to have a good year.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37.
The Hype Brother says, Uncle Lou should do a vlog.
Looking for the corner. Tackle made.
I don't really know what that means. Does that mean like record myself all day long and upload it like a kid behind the camera type thing?
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
DG says, don't let Lou Jr. watch Florida versus Michigan to be rated R. I think Florida wins that game. I keep saying it over and over again. Michigan lost 18 starters. I know Harbaugh's been recruiting good, but 18 starters is still 18 starters. There's a reason they were starting and the other people weren't. So we'll see.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
Allison Barrett wants to see BVD and General Valtar do a video together. I want to see that too, Allison. Tell BVD to get his stuff together, and let's make it happen.
Spectacular season continues as he reaches 1,500 rushing yards.
Anytime a back has a year like
Mike says that Jarrett Stidbaloney is Jeremy Johnson 2.0. If that's the case, then Auburn will be 7-5 or 8-4 again.
From the 13-yard line, first down.
Nicholas Lou, do you go to actual games or just watch on TV? I don't have season tickets or have like a hookup or anything to get tickets. So if I go, I got to buy them off of StubHub or, I mean, every once in a while I'll have somebody contact me who's got, tickets for a decent price or something like that. But I go to at least one game a year, but it's not like I go to every game. And I'm not going to lie, I'll be honest with you, I don't enjoy going to games as much as I did when I was younger. I mean, I'm an old man. And obviously I'm a Georgia fan, but I'm a huge college football fan. And for me to go, I mean, I love going to games, but if I go to a Georgia game, look, during football season, I'm up at 7:30 in the morning. I watch all the pregame shows, and I watch college football games from noon until the last game goes off. The last West Coast game ends at 1 or 2 in the morning, and then I watch college football final. I mean, I'm just a college football junkie, and if you go to a game, you miss all that. But I don't know if maybe if that comes off as sounding like an excuse. And I've got 2 kids. It's expensive to go to a game. Small Nappy, have you ever heard of TJ LSU Dad? Yeah, I watch him. I don't watch all of his videos, but I watch him from time to time on YouTube. BVD says if he ever makes a video with General Valtar, he's going to have to teach him the right way to use that meth pipe. Well, that didn't work out.
That was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges
you have
him
tickets,
to start playing a little bit better.
Oh, if you have tickets 45-yard line for the UGA Notre Dame game, you should sell those and make you several $1,000s, sir. That would be my suggestion. Mike says, Lou, do you think we finally beat Florida this year? I do. I think Florida's defense, I think they'll still be good. But I don't think they're going to be as good, and I just don't think they've got the quarterback situation figured out yet. Their offense has just been terrible. I was talking about it earlier during the last game we were playing. But as bad as Georgia's offense was last year, it was better than Florida's. That's hard to believe, but it's true. Georgia only averaged, I think, 23 or 24 points a game. Florida averaged, I think, 22 points a game. I mean, it's just been a disaster offensively since McElwain got there, and I don't really understand why. He's supposed to be an offensive guy, and their defense has been carrying them. And all of Muschamp's talent is playing on Sundays now, and so if their defense drops off, they could easily go from, you know, a 9-10 win SEC East title team to a 7 or 8 win, you know, third place team.
I don't know about you, but this one feels like it's going to be a great ball game.
Isaiah says, "You know what happened to Falcons for life?" I know he owes me money. That's what I know. So I wish I knew what happened to him.
Close to 9-yard pickup there on the slant.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
Hype Brothers says, "Do you think Chubb will be good in the NFL after he gets drafted?" I do. I mean, we'll find out for sure this year about his knee and everything. But if you look at Nick Chubb in 2015, pre-injury, that's the best running back in college at any point in college football over the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, the guy had 12 or 13 straight games over 100 yards and was averaging 8 yards per carry against SEC teams. I mean, that's just unheard of. He was the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman in 2015, 5 seconds before the kickoff of the Tennessee game. He's the real deal. That tricky dick damn option.
This is so difficult to defend.
Well, this is a perfect
Uncle Lou, who would win in 90 first? Vandy, Kentucky, South Carolina, or Missouri? Oh, God. I would probably say Kentucky or Missouri.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41.
Get him.
Nice run up the middle.
I hate this damn option. Isaiah says, "Do you play Madden?" I never even bought, what was it, Madden 17, I guess? I did buy Madden 16 and played it quite a bit. I never bought Madden 17, and I don't know if I'll get the new one or not. I might. Get him. Nice. He didn't get it.
Big blow for these guys. Let's hope he's better and back on the field soon. Thanks, Aaron.
DJ's talking about Florida's wide receivers. I mean, you may have some good wide receivers. I mean, I know you've got some athletes, but you haven't had, you haven't had a quarterback that can throw it to them in the last 2 or 3 years. So, if the defense falls off, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying if the defense falls off, it's bad news for you because offensively, you're not good enough offensively to win the SEC East. You're just not.
Rivalry that is flat out nasty.
From the 47-yard line. It's 1st down.
Texas is going to get better. Small and Nappy's talking about Texas.
He's going to try
I'm a believer in Tom Herman. When we got rid of Rick, everybody had their list of 2 or 3 people that they wanted or whatever. He was on my list for sure, and it almost happened.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards.
Had it not been for Kirby Smart, I think Tom Herman would have been would have been the guy at UGA right now.
Thomas with
Get him.
option.
Nice.
Taken down around the 40-yard line.
Well, you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
USC does suck.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Right about that, Nicholas. Slim Mosley says baseball is boring. I couldn't agree more. I haven't watched an entire baseball game on TV since middle school. I did take Lou Jr. to a baseball game, his first one, just because when you're a dad, that's what you're supposed to do. So I did take Lou Jr. to a baseball game, his first one, earlier this year when we were in New York. Took him to a Braves and Mets game in New York. And he got to go on the field, too, during the game. It was pretty cool. They announced his name, and was pretty cool. There's a video if you want to see it on my channel. You can look it up.
Too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much. And
Kirby Smart says Tom was trying to take my job. Yeah, I mean, there's been interviews and stuff with him. He was interested in the Georgia job. DJ says, when is the first college game? That Labor Day weekend, which is the last weekend in August, games start the Saturday before that. So what is that, like the 24th or the 25th of August? There's a handful of games, only a few, that Saturday, like August 24th or 25th, whatever day that is. Then the following Thursday, you've got a bunch of games. Ohio State, I think, plays on that Thursday. And then that Saturday, of course, you've got a full slate of games. There's even a game or two that Sunday. And, of course, the Alabama-Florida State game is Monday night, Labor Day night. So that Saturday before that, which is, 9 days before Labor Day, from that Saturday through Labor Day Monday, you've got 9 days where you've got a ton of college football on to get the season kicked off. Darkness God says, Uncle Lou, your videos are so funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Banks says Ohio State or FSU. Well, they don't play this year, but right now, if I had to pick that game, well, actually, they probably are going to play this year. As of right now, I'm picking. Those are two of my picks to make the playoffs, so they may end up playing.
You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
Nicholas, Big Ten is always overrated. They were definitely overrated last year. I mean, all year long, all we heard is that the Big Ten was the best conference in football, and then they went like 3-7 in bowl games or something like that. They're just awful.
First down, looking to throw. Quick strike to the receiver. Tackle made around the 45-yard line. But he didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Oh, Tennessee, Georgia Tech is Monday. My bad. So what, Florida State and Alabama is Saturday night then.
From the 45-yard line, second down.
Banks is copying and pasting his comment from earlier. Georgia isn't beating Tennessee. Okay.
They get it out there on the toss. Got the corner. Nice run there as they work the outside.
Grant says, I'm back, Lou. Thank God. I was getting worried, sir. I didn't know who to call. I was wondering what happened to you. Sports and Gaming. Hey, what's up?
It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
DJ says, Uncle Lou, would you adopt Sniv if he was homeless? No. I can't adopt. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want. I have my own kids here to take care of, and I don't know what. I can't be bringing any derelicts or vagrants in here around my own kids. Cliche Cat says, if only UGA knew that knowledge is power. I don't know what that means, but okay. DVD says, I'm not going to lie, Kirby is killing it in recruiting. If he keeps that up every year, you have a legit chance to dethrone Bama. Yeah, I mean, it would take 4 or 5 years of recruiting like that to get anywhere near where Alabama is, and Saban will be gone by then. He's got another 4 or 5 years, I think. That's about it.
So that's a 5-play, 68-yard drive, and they get 8 points after that 2-point conversion.
You know, I know we live in an era of the spread. People expect offenses to spread you out.
Lou, who do you think we're going to lose to in your 10-2 prediction? I don't pick specific losses like that in the preseason. BB space BB. That's not how I do it. I just during the preseason I just take a look at the schedule, who we have coming back, what the team looks like, that sort of thing, what other teams look like, and I just give sort of an overall guess on what I think the schedule will be. I don't predict individual losses in the preseason.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter.
And I know that's kind of confusing and maybe even pointless. And then people say, well, every week you make a video saying UGA is going to win, so technically you're predicting UGA to go undefeated. Well, no, that's not really I mean, BVD gets it. He's part of this whole TTC thing that we're in. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pick UGA to win every single week in my videos. But I'm guessing right now that I'll be wrong twice this year.
From their own 30-yard line.
Basically, is what I'm trying to say. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. That's the best way really I can describe it. I can tell you the toughest games, in my opinion, is at Auburn, at Notre Dame, and Florida in Jacksonville. I think those are the 3 toughest games. I think Mississippi State has the potential to be pretty good this year, but we get them in Athens, so I think we take care of them. South Carolina might be a little bit better than they were last year, but even if Muschamp has figured out how to coach, which is debatable, they're a year or 2 away, talent-wise, from being able to compete, and we get them in Athens. Missouri is a complete disaster, not just their football program, but just the university in general. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with all that, but they're in some serious trouble up there with enrollment and all sorts of different issues stemming from those protests they had and stuff like that. And then you've got Vandy and, of course, Kentucky. Austin Hammond, Savage Tigers are a disgrace to our fan base. Well, I like Savage Tigers videos. He is a little wild, can get a little carried away, but I don't know. I always kind of come to the defense of people when people say they're a disgrace to the fan base or whatever, because Lord knows there's plenty of Georgia fans that wish I'd go away. I get told constantly that I'm an embarrassment to the university, an embarrassment to UGA, an embarrassment to Athens, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I don't care. DJ says, Uncle Lou, do you love Sniv enough to give him money for clean clothes? I mean, if somebody starts a GoFundMe or whatever, I'd give it $1 or $2 maybe.
Here's the option. He fights forward.
BBD says Kentucky is a lock to win the East this year, but his hand slipped off the keyboard before he could type in basketball.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Nicholas Caldwell, App State doesn't get the credit they deserve. Well, App State's got to start beating somebody before anybody's going to give them any type of credit. I mean, I don't really know what they deserve credit for. I mean, you can only get credit for almost beating Tennessee for so long. I mean, they haven't beat anybody really to get any credit.
3rd down and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. And the stadium is shaking right now. Option right side. And he hits him.
Ooh, he got 8 up.
You know, the offensive play calling wasn't clicking on that last drive, and their execution was lacking.
Banks, you're on a roll tonight, buddy. Tennessee will roll against UGA. Okay. I probably did read the comment wrong. It's hard to play this game and read the comments. I'm barely good at either by themselves, reading comments or playing this game, so to try to do them both at the same time, harder than it might look here.
He'll take over at the 35.
Did the Georgia Southern game a few years ago scare you? No, it didn't. Oh, a lock not to win the East. Yeah, I would agree with that.
He has some room. Nice run to the left there.
Chris Connor wants to know my thoughts on autoerotic asphyxiation. If you want to know that, you're going to have to go to my channel and type in Uncle Lou Reviews 50 Shades of Grey. And I think you'll find what you're looking for.
Here on 2nd down. And they'll run him again. Nice run, and he's brought down. Let's throw it out to Reese now.
Sports and Gaming, will Georgia win the East? Yes, they will. Georgia will win the East this year if we beat Florida.
This is a game we've been watching closely.
Florida's the only team we have to beat to win the East. I don't think there's any way we can win the East if we lose to Florida.
From their own 48-yard line.
DJ says, Uncle Lou, if Sniv flirted with your wife, what would you do? Nothing.
On the run. Makes it out to about the 39.
Darkness God. God, these comments are moving so fast I can't read them. BBD's still mad about App State game. Yeah, y'all should have lost that game. They outplayed you.
From the 39-yard line, it's first down.
Nicholas is pointing out the West Virginia Clemson score. You know, I had forgot about that, but they did beat the bejesus out of Clemson, didn't they?
Number 4 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Georgia's going to beat App State by at least 3 touchdowns. If you don't believe that, you're either trolling or you're lying to yourself.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39. Stepping up.
Nice catch. Who was that? Is that Ridley? Yeah, Ridley. That was a nice catch.
From the 26-yard line. First down.
DJ says, Uncle Lou, do you want me to stop asking about your illegitimate son, Sniv? It's not bothering me at all, sir. Please continue.
And down he goes around the 23-yard line.
Banks says, honest prediction for Tennessee, 10-2.
That was a great tackle. The defenders seemingly came out of nowhere.
Austin Hammond, Jake Bentley couldn't even get past midfield against Clemson. That is a true story.
2nd down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 23. Back to pass. And he tackles
Nice catch, Ridley.
Here's an update from the studio and restate.
Yeah, Auburn got road graded in that Sugar Bowl. Oklahoma put it on them.
Michigan and Ohio State in the game. We've been watching.
Hype Brothers, Uncle Lou, Kansas football or Tennessee basketball? Wow, I'm going to say Tennessee basketball. I'm not going to lie. That's how bad Kansas football is.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Hands off to the back, and he's
Nice
in.
run, Chubb.
He made a great move to get into the end zone.
There's a perfect play call. They look like they practiced that one a few times.
Will Lamar Jackson translate to the NFL? The only way Lamar Jackson is translating to the NFL would be as an actual translator, like if he speaks some sort of other language, because that guy will never play a down in the NFL at quarterback. Not a single one.
So a 7-play,
No.
58-yard
Zero
drive,
chance.
And they come away with a touchdown.
Okay, what if DJ says, okay, what if Sniv bullied Lou Jr.? Can Lou Jr. hold his own versus Crackhead? Oh, Lou Jr. would humiliate that dude. Lou Jr. would hit Sniv so many times, Sniv would think he was surrounded.
He's to the 10. He makes it to the 18-yard line.
Nick says Kansas or a high school team. It honestly would depend on the high school team, so I'm going to have to ask you to be more specific on that. Darius Kendall says, is Every Dog by Corey Smith your favorite song?
If they're
No.
going to make a comeback in this game, it's going to have to start now. This offense has
Nothing
to get
against
He's
that.
scrambling.
But no, that's not my favorite song.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Hype Brothers, Kansas or a Pee Wee football team? Now, I would take Kansas on that
We've got
for
a 2nd
sure.
and 9
Regardless
here.
of
Ball on
which
their own
Pee Wee
19.
football team it was, I would take Kansas. Kansas or 2015 UCF? Wow. You know what? I'm still going with UCF.
And they make
I
the
just
stop
am.
at the 26.
That's good
So
for a gain of 7 yards.
Kansas or IMG Academy? Ooh, oh, IMG Academy.
So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. They'll bring him
Get him.
down at
Sit down.
about the 25-yard line.
That is exactly the type of play that good linebackers make on a regular basis. And if you can make enough of them in college, probably going to get a chance to play.
Here comes Ryan with the pointless stats. South Carolina's 3-2 in their last 5 against Bama and a win against Saban. BVD, your Greenville Devils would mollywop Kansas, sir. You already know.
He's tackled at the 45. A quick update now. Here's Reese.
Arkansas and LSU hoping
Darkness says that Georgia Ole Miss game was a disaster. It was, and that's what worries me about the Notre Dame game. For whatever reason, we just didn't travel well last year.
The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out.
Kansas or a pile of poo? I would go with the pile of poo initially. Now, if it was like an old pile of poo, like that had turned white and stopped stinking, then maybe Kansas.
There you go. If you're going to come back in this game, it's going to start with one play. And maybe that pick is what turns things around for you.
Nicholas, Lou, what'd you think of the Super Bowl? What, did you see the video? That will tell you what I thought of the Super Bowl. I took a reciprocating saw to my TV. That's what I thought of the Super Bowl.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Kansas will win it all in 2057.
Lost the ball.
Woo! He got laid out. That was a big-time hit right there. Look at this. That's Ledbetter. Boom. Jonathan Ledbetter woke that dude up.
That's 3 down and 1 to go. The Bulldogs with an 18-point cushion. So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D.
Oh, no, you got to get him now. There you go. Oh, get it, Ledbetter. Run like you stole it, bro. Yes. Woo. Darius Kendall, soccer team. I guess you're asking me about soccer. I don't like or watch team soccer, but I do like and watch international soccer. And I guess I'm a two-teamer, but I like Team USA, of course, and I also like Germany.
Georgia Tech, nothing.
Will North Carolina win the division in the next 10 years? Yeah.
Georgia is ready.
North Carolina was an eyelash away from beating Clemson in the title game. Was that 2 years ago, I guess?
And he got all of that one.
I mean, North Carolina's not terrible.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Malarius Darius says, Bellamy went to high school with you. When he went to high school with you, was his name David or David? Type A if his name was David, and type B if his name was David.
This offense has got to try to pull it all together now after the fumble cost them 6 points.
Jones Jr. or Irish white boy?
I
think you're talking about Mayweather, aren't you? Not Jones Jr. But I'm definitely taking Mayweather in the Conor McGregor fight.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Josh says he likes USA and Germany too. Yeah, Mrs. Lou was born in Germany, and I've been to Germany.
30-yard line.
In fact, I was in Germany when the World Cup was there in 2006, and that's how I became a soccer fan to start with.
The smart quarterbacks and offensive linemen have a really unique relationship. A quarterback should take
I think Georgia will get their rings eventually. Yes, I do think Georgia win a national title. Georgia's had 3 teams this century. So in the last 15 or 16 years, Georgia's had 3 teams good enough to win a national title. Now, that doesn't mean they should have won all 3 years. It takes some luck and some different things to win a title. I mean, but Georgia had 3 teams that were good enough, and they should have cashed in on one of those 3 opportunities. And if they would have, Mark Richt probably still be coaching. But our team in 2002, our team in 2007, and our team in 2012 were all 3 good enough to beat any team in the country. And things just didn't go our way at different points in the season for different reasons those 3 years. You know, one of those years we won the SEC. One of those years we won the East, but lost in the SEC championship game. And one of those years we did neither those 2 things. But still, in my opinion, had a team good enough to win a national title. That was 07. The last half of 2007, there wasn't a team in America that could have hung with UGA. That includes Southern Cal, whatever team you want to name that year that was good. UGA would have mopped the floor with whoever we played at the end of 2007. We were that good. But 2 boneheaded losses in the first half of the season cost us.
It's first down and 10.
Yeah, 05 was good too. I don't think they were as good as 02, 07, or 12, but yeah, they were definitely good.
He gets sacked on the play. That's the second time that he sacked their quarterback today.
This lineman can overpower anybody on the offensive
UGA or
line.
Miami,
He's the
UGA
kind of player
all
you
day,
have to
every day.
redesign your blocking schemes around.
Fizzle's in here? I didn't see him.
Second
Oh, there he is.
Ball on the 20-yard
What's up,
line.
Fizzle? Darkness God says, Uncle Lou, you got pissed when Vandy beat UJ on homecoming. Well, of course I did. That's unacceptable. Put Lou in. All right, Nicholas Caldwell says put Lou in. Probably a good idea. All right, Uncle Lou in there now. Yep, I put Uncle Lou in. Put in Lou. Put in Lou. Put Lou in at QB. Put Lou in. All right, I put Lou in. Lou can hand off like no other. Good handoff, Lou. Good handoff, Lou. Lou's probably the best handoffer in the SEC in this game. Just 4th and 19. You want to let Lou give it a whirl here? Let's see. All right, Lou.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Drops back to pass. Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
You let me down, Lou.
Here's Reese Davis. Reese.
How much time's left? We're going to get the ball back. Let Lou get another shot.
Hoping to claim the golden boot. Let's take a look at this one again. The Razorbacks deliver the perfect.
Yes, I think Deshaun Watson should have won the Heisman.
He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain.
When you've got the experience
Sniv or Kansas?
You can read plays
Kansas!
and be in just the right position to make a stop near the line of scrimmage.
From their own 26-yard line, it's second down. Option here. He's gobbled out.
Man, Georgia Tech is just god-awful.
Georgia's going to use their first time out of the half.
Even in video games, they're bad.
22-yard line. It's third down.
Lou says, do you hate Peyton? No, I mean, I don't really have a reason to hate Peyton. I mean, he beat Georgia while he was here, but, I mean, that's all or while he was at Tennessee, but that's all he did. It's not like he won a natty.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running
No
his
real
routes,
reason to hate
which
Peyton.
is a truly underrated quality these days.
From their own 38-yard line. First down. Thomas on the option. And he's tackled at the 41. The Bulldogs call a timeout. That's their
Calling
second
timeouts to
back.
try to save some clock so we can see if we can get the
From their
ball
own
back in Lou's
41-yard
hands
line.
here.
Second down.
DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins? I'm going to go with Sammy Watkins. But he's just got screwed up there in Buffalo. DeAndre's in the better situation. He's still with Houston, I guess, right? DeAndre Hopkins? I know he was. He's in a better situation than Sammy, but Sammy was the real deal. I really liked him.
They're not giving up. I think they want to continue to blow this team out.
Nicholas Caldwell, would A&M beat Georgia? No, they wouldn't be able to score enough points.
From the 44-yard
And they wouldn't be able to stop Georgia. A&M's just not very good. I mean, let's just be honest.
in the fourth quarter.
They're just not very good. They had Johnny Manziel and Myles Garrett. I mean, and Mike Evans. So 3 players you can name that are any good off of that team in the last 4 or 5 years. All right, Lou. Let you throw the ball, son.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Right on the money, Lou. Well, man, Lou is the real deal.
You've got the defense right where you want them.
Look at Lou's stats, though. Let's hold on a second here. Can we just look at something real quick here? Look at Lou now. 67 overall. Speed, 40. My legs don't work. Strength, 62. Not very strong. Not very agile. Not even very accurate. 61. But the awareness. Look. The awareness. 99. See? I know what the hell's going on. Can't break a tackle. Can't truck. Not very elusive. Don't know what any of that means, but none of these stats are high. I mean, these stats go up to 99, people. Look at these stats. All these 30s and 20s. 49, 40. Look. Look. Not very good. Throwing power, 70. Okay? Throwing accuracy, 70. Not very good. Tackling, 41. Look at the jumping ability. No jumping ability. My legs don't even work. Look. Power, 17. Okay? But you can't measure the will to win.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 14.
See, this is why I'm undefeated in real life, and like just in general in life. Look at quarterback. Now, what quarterback has number 29 even? Look at that. I mean, that's the depth. Look at that. They're not going to show the replay now. That was threading the needle. Michigan beating Ohio State. I mean, Uncle Lou just has the it factor. I mean, it's just it's the intangible. You know, you can't measure it with a tape measure. You can't clock it with a stopwatch or anything like that. You know, it's not quantifiable. It just is.
Hey, Brad, I really don't understand what the
It's just how do you measure, you know, greatness? You can't.
And I understand sometimes you want to try to rub it into your opponent's face, but here they're stopping the clock and giving the other team a chance to get the ball back.
I want to watch Lou throw a touchdown pass here. Just salt in a wound for these tech tards.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw, and he tackles him hard at the 2-yard line.
The defense is trying to do everything that they can right now. Get this offense off the field. They gave up some yards there. They gave up the first down. And when they get this offense to a third down, they've got to do a better job of getting them off the field.
I should start Lou in the bowl game. You know, it's disrespectful that all Lou gets is this friggin' mop-up duty. Every single time, fourth quarter, the game is over. You know, the crowd starts chanting in the comment section, put in Lou, put in Lou. Lou comes in, you know, adds a garbage touchdown or two. I mean, that's all Lou does. Listen to me. All Lou does is lead touchdown drives. That's it. The guy's a born winner. So, yeah, I agree. Let Eason ride the pine. Let Eason come in some mop-up duty in the bowl game. Start Lou in the bowl game.
Georgia to kick. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down.
Yeah, you better down it.
Touchback. They'll get the ball here at the 25-yard line.
I mean, this is the last play. I mean, really, Texas just take a knee. The best thing that could happen is one of their players get hurt or something. Look at that. Different verse, same as the first. 32-0. Dogs run the state.
A couple defensive linemen closing in on him because they were able to slip off of their blocks. Really, there's nothing he could do at all there. That was more of a miscommunication and just getting overmatched up front by the offensive line.
Second down.
Did they really call a timeout? Georgia Tech called a timeout down 32-0 with 6 seconds to go to run one more meaningless play. A hand. Oh my God. They called another friggin'. These only look at this. I'm not calling these timeouts. Look at this. Georgia Tech is down 32-0 with 4 seconds to go in the game. It's 3rd and 16. They're calling timeouts and then running the ball. Look. Now they let the clock run that time. Well, they probably would have called a timeout, but the idiots didn't hit the button in time. Jesus. Look at this now. Let's check these player stats out now. Lou was 3 for 5. I mean, that's not bad. Easton was 8 for 10, but he had an interception for no reason. No touchdowns. Hold on to the ball too long. Got sacked 3 times. Lou is definitely starting the next game. Chubb, just another day at the office. 15 carries, 94 yards, average 6.2, 2 touchdowns. Nicholas is saying to play the SEC Championship, but the problem is I'm not in the SEC Championship because I lost to friggin' South Carolina. Snail says, why even schedule Tech? They suck. Well, it's a state rivalry thing, sir. Humiliated them. Play the SEC Championship. I'm not in the... Y'all are... Okay, I see what y'all are doing. Y'all are just saying that because you know I'm not in it. I'm not in the SEC Championship game, okay? I lost one SEC game. And I lost to South Carolina. I don't think I am. Let me see. I don't think we made the... Because, look, here's the problem. Let me show you what the problem is. Here the problem is. See, South Carolina 9-2, but look, conference record though, 7-1. See, and I'm 7-1. But guess who I lost to though? Just trash here. And it wasn't even close. If you guys weren't watching, was that a couple of weeks ago when I played that game? They beat the brakes off me. I mean, wasn't it like? Somebody can type it in the comments, but wasn't it like 40-something to 20 they beat me? I mean, that's pathetic. So now Nick Chubb's going to lose the Heisman to some jobber from Nevada. Oh, look at that now. It's a good list to be on the top of. I don't really know what that means, but yeah. Now, what's the BCS standings here? That's the coaches poll, so that don't really count. You gotta go by the BCS. See, I need Oregon or Nevada to lose. How is Nevada? What is this? Now, they play Boise. They could lose that. This is crazy. All right, but no, I'm not playing the bowl game today. So what's today? Thursday. I will play the bowl game on Sunday. Okay. So I won't play tomorrow or Saturday. I will play the bowl game on Sunday. So all right, that's it. So anyway, y'all come back on Sunday. We'll do it probably around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe around 7 or 8 instead of around 9 and 10. But we'll do it again on Sunday, and we'll figure out who I'm playing in the bowl game and if there's any chance for us to make the Natty game. But thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments. Great discussions today. I love talking and arguing football with you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.